Since the release of the Acolyte trailer, whispers and theories have swirled through the Star Wars community about the identity of the mysterious dark side villain.
What are you?
So ignite your Sith lightsabers as we dive into the shadows and piece together the breadcrumbs scattered throughout the trailer.
I sense this is only a small part of a larger plan.
There are some pretty compelling clues hidden in plain sight. As always, before we jump in, leave a thumbs up on the video if you enjoy it. If you want to catch more videos like this one, then subscribe to the channel. Now, with all that out of the way, let's get into it.
It's time to face the past. Destiny is not decided for you by an anonymous force. If you want to.
The latest glimpse into the Acolyte has revealed the formidable presence of a new adversary in the Star Wars universe, shrouded in mystery. Master Soul, portrayed by the talented Lee Jang-jae, is left questioning the entity's nature with a simple "What are you?" The antagonist's identity remains a secret, with no name disclosed to date. The enigmatic figure seems humanoid, yet a sinister mask conceals their appearance. Featuring a grotesque, toothy smirk that doubles as a respiratory device, the wielding of a crimson lightsaber typically signifies a Sith, and many Star Wars fans are inclined to believe that this character could be a legendary Sith Lord from the annals of history. Such a hypothesis is not without merit, considering the sheer might required to single-handedly blast multiple Jedi over, as depicted in the climactic scene of the initial Acolyte teaser. The fan community is abuzz with speculation about the identity of the Acolyte's enigmatic antagonist. The stakes are high as the trailer hints at an epic confrontation between Master Soul alongside other Jedi and this unnamed villain, potentially exposing a secret that could shake the very foundations of the Jedi Order. The belief that the Sith have vanished from the galaxy has been held for over 1,000 years. As depicted in Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, this new revelation could either be dismissed as a non-Sith dark side user, or, as showrunner Leslie Headland has hinted, tie into the rich tapestry of Star Wars legends. Headland's affinity for the Darth Plagueis novel suggests a deep dive into the lore, particularly the actions of Darth Tenebrous' master, who I guess would technically be Palpatine's great-grandmaster. This figure is credited with creating a disturbance in the Force, allowing the Jedi to sense the dark side anew after the new Sith Wars, this event occurring approximately 168 years before the Phantom Menace, or 68 years prior to the Acolyte. It raises the possibility that the Jedi might not equate this dark presence with the Sith, potentially overlooking the true nature of this new villain. Alternatively, the Jedi who encounter this threat might not survive to warn the rest of the Order, leaving the Sith's resurgence a secret yet to be uncovered. As we delve into the Acolyte, we're transported to the twilight of the High Republic era, a time when the Jedi Order reigns supreme, their influence echoing across the stars, yet this golden age, set about a century before the events of the Phantom Menace, 132 BBY, isn't without its shadows. Whispers of decline ripple throughout the Order, suggesting that even the mightiest can falter. In the intricate dance of time that is Star Wars, certain infamous Sith like Palpatine, born in 84 BBY, remain just beyond the horizon of the Acolyte's narrative. The dark legacies have yet to unfold, leaving room for other, perhaps even more sinister forces to emerge. Should the masked villain indeed be a Sith, as many fans theorize, then they must hail from the lineage of Sith Lords preceding Palpatine. Given the historical context, only two prominent figures emerge as plausible candidates: Darth Plagueis the Wise and his master, Darth Tenebrous. Both are known to have existed during the High Republic era, weaving dark schemes against the Jedi. Their legacy, as we know, culminates in the rise of Palpatine, whose plans would forever alter the fate of the galaxy. In the intricate tapestry of Star Wars legends, timelines can be blurred. It's plausible that Darth Plagueis was merely a youth during the era of the Acolyte. His later ascension to power is well documented, but at this point, he would likely still be under tutelage, making it improbable for him to single-handedly dispatch a group of Jedi. So this is a pretty decent argument for him not being the masked villain. The reorganization of Star Wars canon by Disney in 2014 initially cast aside much of the lore associated with his master, Darth Tenebrous. Yet the character made his return to canon in 2015 through the magazine Build the Millennium Falcon issue number 44, reaffirming his role as Plagueis' Sith Master. Despite the culling of Legends material, it's evident that the Acolyte may well draw inspiration from these rich narratives, potentially reviving the enigmatic Darth Tenebrous in a new and intriguing light. Previously, we discussed the showrunner of The Acolyte, a fervent admirer of Star Wars Legends, and a fan of James Luceno's Darth Plagueis novel. This passion for the expanded universe actually echoes Dave Filoni's approach in reintroducing and reshaping Thrawn within Star Wars Rebels and Ahsoka, and Leslie Headland might be poised to revive some of the legendary characters from Legends into The Acolyte. Despite Darth Tenebrous' precarious connection to the current canon, there remains a sliver of possibility that the masked Sith could represent a youthful Plagueis. The mask serves to obscure the Sith's identity, yet physical attributes may provide substantial hints. Plagueis, known in both Legends and canon as a Mun, is a species introduced in Star Wars Episode II Attack of the Clones. Now, Muns are recognised for their lanky forms and elongated heads, as well as their leadership of the intergalactic banking clan. Although in canon visual references to Plagueis are limited, one depiction in Secrets of the Sith portrays him as a lofty hooded entity. However, the masked Sith featured in The Acolyte appears notably shorter than a typical Mun. The distinctive long cranium of a Mun would not be compatible with the mask worn by this unnamed Sith. Given that Plagueis' species is a well-established fact within the canon, any significant deviation from his established lore would necessitate a retcon by the Acolyte. Consequently, this points to Darth Tenebrous as the most probable known figure behind the mask. Moreover, there exists a profound similarity between the two that bolsters this hypothesis. The sinister mask of the unnamed Sith in The Acolyte may initially evoke images of a monstrous grin, but upon closer examination, it's revealed to be a respirator. This detail harkens back to Darth Tenebrous from Legends, a Biff known for their distinctive, oversized craniums like the Mun. While it might seem implausible for a Biff's head to fit within such a helmet, Tenebrous was depicted with a cybernetic respirator, akin to the one seen of the unnamed Sith. Since Tenebrous' species wasn't reaffirmed post Disney's recanonization efforts, there's room for creative reinterpretation. The decision to potentially alter Tenebrous' species could stem from a desire to distance the character from the comedic association with the Biff musicians in the Mos Eisley Cantina. By opting for a more humanoid appearance, Leslie Headland might aim to imbue the character with a gravitas befitting of a Sith Lord. Now, another nod from Legends comes from an eagle-eyed viewer over on X. Shout out to Death Trooper for picking up on this. They noticed a ship in the Acolyte's trailer bearing a resemblance to Darth Tenebrous' vessel from James Luceno's novel. Known as Ruger's Gnome, Tenebrous was a celebrated Biff starship designer, further fueling speculation that the ship's design in the trailer could be his creation. Intriguingly, Darth Maul's ship from Legends was also a product of Tenebrous' ingenuity. Leslie Headland's past comments about the significance of the Star Wars expanded universe to the Acolyte suggest that Darth Tenebrous could indeed play a central role in the series. Such a choice would align with Headland's appreciation of the Legends and her intent to weave elements from this rich lore into the fabric of the show. Now, while Darth Tenebrous stands as a likely candidate for the Sith Lord in the Acolyte, the possibility remains that the true identity may diverge expectations. It's conceivable that the figure shrouded in darkness may not even belong to the Sith Order. They could actually be an Acolyte of the Coven of Witches. Now, delving into what we could call a little side theory, there also exists a significant interval between the demise of Tenebrous' master and the rise of Plagueis as his apprentice, a span that could extend to 2 decades or more. During this era, Tenebrous, as far as we know, was the galaxy's sole Sith. Potentially, he was seeking an apprentice to continue the lineage. This conjecture leads us to consider Amanda Stenberg's character May and the masked villain from the trailer as potential acolytes, each aspiring to earn Tenebrous' favour. Whether Plagueis is present as Tenebrous' apprentice at this time is irrelevant. Given Tenebrous' known deviation from Darth Bane's rule of 2, his history of simultaneously mentoring more than one apprentice suggests a maverick approach to Sith traditions. Regardless of whether the shadowy figure is Tenebrous himself or just an early disciple, his influence is likely to be felt throughout the series. The showrunner's passion for Star Wars Legends and Tenebrous' dominion during this epoch makes it improbable for a narrative steeped in the dark side to unfold without his presence. The anticipation builds as we await the unraveling of this dark enigma within the show. So there you have it, my take on the matter. Now, I'm eager to hear from you guys. Do you believe Star Wars would go as far as to alter Darth Tenebrous' species from its established depiction in Legends? Considering reactions to the Grand Inquisitor's appearance in Obi-Wan Kenobi, perhaps they'd rather change Tenebrous' species entirely, given he would likely be a main character. As always, let me know your thoughts, theories, and wilder speculations down in the comments. Remember to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to catch more. I'll see you in the next one. May the Force be with you.